Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Oh my god, I've missed you guys so much, just as I know that you guys have missed me too, because I've been seeing your comments. Where have you been? What's going on with you? We haven't been seeing you on live lately. Well, I decided to take a break from live streaming because I was getting really tired. I was getting stressed out, burnt out, overwhelmed, and so I decided to take a break. But I'm here now. Guys. I'm back. Anyways, if you're new here, my name is Didi Ekanem, and in today's video I am going to show you how to make the richest, most flavorful traditional soups ever, called black soup. Black soup is an Edo people soup, and just for context, this is the first time I'm ever going to make black soup, and it's also the first time I'm going to test black soup. I haven't eaten it before, but I know how to make it. So let's get into it, all right? Let's get into what we have come here to do. Without much ado, let's jump right into it, guys. First of all, let me run you guys through the ingredients we are going to use for our black soup. The first ingredient is the protein. I am using 3 different types of protein for this black soup. If you know black soup very well, you know that you have to use a lot of proteins because the soup has to be very rich. So I'm using beef, I'm also using cow skin, and I'm also using towel meat, otherwise known as shaki. Yay! It has to be rich. And I'm also using some stock fish, and I'm using hakefish as well. I have here blended onions and fresh pepper. Of course, I'm going to be using some crayfish, some seasoning cubes, and if you know black soup very well, you know that you cannot make black soup without Banga extract. This is called Banga extract, made with palm fruit. It is already processed and ready to be used. You can also decide to use just palm oil for the black soup, but you know, to make a good pot of black soup, you have to use Banga extract. That is how the Edo people make it, yes. But you can decide to use palm oil if you want. Actually, would have loved to use palm oil, but I just don't want to change the soup the way it is. So yeah. And now to the star of the show. The reason why people love black soup so much is because it is very medicinal. It is a healthy choice of soup, and it detoxifies, it cleanses your system because of the 3 combination of these vegetables that I'm going to show you now. One is the bitter leaf. You have to wash it to remove the bitterness. And scent leaves. The third one is Ozuza leaves. You can use ugu leaf if you want as one of the vegetables, but I want to keep it very Edo-ish, like Edo. I don't want to tamper with their culture, and so they use Ozuza, scent leaf, and bitter leaf. So without talking too much, guys, let's jump right into the cooking. Let's do this, guys. So we're gonna start by steaming our protein. When steaming your protein, you want to be very patient so that the seasonings can absorb into your protein very well to give you a rich, flavorful broth. Okay, let's do this. When it comes to black soup, I always say that flavor is everything, and it all starts with a properly seasoned protein. So in an empty pot, you go in with your protein of choice, add your fresh blended pepper and onions, add your seasoning cubes, stir well to combine, cover the pot, and let that steam in its own juice over medium heat for about 15 minutes so that the flavor can absorb deeply into the meat. Once the meat starts releasing its own broth, you want to add just enough water to cook the meat until tender. Now, during this process, you don't want to rush it because the broth becomes the flavor for your soup. So you want to take your time and build it. Make sure to build a good broth for your soup. Test and adjust your broth. If you need to add more seasoning, if you need to add crayfish, just like I did, you go ahead. Then stir that nicely, cover the pot, and allow the meat to cook until tender. Now our meat is tender, and it is time to add our well extracted Banga juice. For your black soup, you can decide to use palm oil or skip both of them, or if you really want to make black soup the way Edo people make their black soup, then you must use Banga juice. Then go in with your stock fish. When you're making black soup, there is nothing like too much crayfish. The more crayfish, the better, because the crayfish is really going to add to the flavor of the soup. So it can never be too much. Your crayfish can never be too much. After adding the crayfish, you stir well to combine, then test for seasoning to be sure that nothing is lacking in the taste. And if you need to adjust it with more seasoning cubes, more crayfish, or salt, if you eat salt, then go ahead so that you can achieve the taste that you want. Then cover the pot and allow it come to a boil. The soup has been cooking for quite an amount of time and it is almost ready, so it is time to blend the star of the show, which is the vegetables. In your blender, you're going to add your washed bitter leaves. Make sure to wash your bitter leaf very well to remove the bitter taste. Then add your Ozuza leaves, add your scent leaves. Now you want to be very light-handed with the scent leaves so that it doesn't overpower the taste of the ingredient. So you want to add just a handful of the scent leaves, more of the Ozuza leaves and the bitter leaves, but just a handful of the scent leaf. You know, scent leaf has a very strong scent, so you want to be very light-handed with it. And here comes the moment we've all been waiting for, the moment of truth. At this point, it is time to add the star of the show, which is the blended vegetables. Add some more crayfish to seal up the taste of the soup. Go in with your Hakefish or any fish of your choice. Then give that a good stir. When you're making black soup, you want to be very patient and trust the process, because after adding the blended vegetables, the look is not encouraging at all. It's not encouraging at all. By the way, this was my first time of ever making black soup, and it is also my first day of ever tasting black soup. So yeah, I had a little moment after I added the blended vegetables. I was like, are you sure I can do this? Are you sure? Because I've never had to eat any food that, you know, contains scent leaf, Ozuza leaves, bitter leaves all at once. But I did today, and trust me, it was the best decision of my life, because black soup is super delicious. It is super tasty, super tasty. Aside from the health benefits, which is very medicinal, it detoxifies your system, it cleanses your stomach and all of that. It is actually very delicious, to the point that I was like, why am I just tasting black soup for the first time? Why have I not been eating black soup all this while? Like, why did nobody tell me that black soup was this delicious? You guys, trust me, black soup is very yummy. And just like that, our delicious black soup is ready. So after adding the blended vegetables, you're going to cook the soup for a few minutes on low heat. Remember that you're making vegetable soup, so whether it is black, red or white, you don't want to overcook your vegetables. Keep watching the video to see my reaction after testing the soup for the very first time. Oh my gosh, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? And then I would like to read from you guys in the comment section. Did I nail the soup? Did I do justice to the soup? Especially my Edo people, let me hear in the comment section. Just like that, guys, our delicious black soup is ready, and this is going to be my first time of ever eating black soup. I love it already. I love it already, because when I was cooking, I was testing. I love it. Right? So this is my first time. I love it. Not so much, but it's okay. But I love it. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. And I'll see you guys in my next video, okay? Bye, guys. Ignore the reaction on my face. Trust me, the soup was really delicious. It was given 100/10. It was super tasty. The reaction on my face was because it was my first time of ever tasting it. So I was still like, are you sure? Are you sure? But let me hail Edo people. Edo people will not try for this soup. How come I'm just knowing about black soup? How come I'm just testing it for the first time? Black soup is so delicious. Edo people will not try for this one, no.